What's up, YouTube? I want to show off the Aromamizer Supreme today. So I'll just start off by saying it's a much bigger rdta than the original one. 25mm deck, 7mm juice capacity, milliliter juice capacity. Still has a 510 chimney, which I'm not a big fan of because you can't really up your watts real high past 100, otherwise it starts to get hot. Delrin drip tip, but as you can see it tapers down, which is also a bad thing because it'll collect juice in there, so sometimes you'll take a hit and get a mouthful of juice. Now I removed the airflow control ring because juice would build up behind it. I mean, granted there's these two little O-rings here, but that also meant it floated a little. So when you get any spit back come out, it would build up underneath your juice flow control, or your airflow control, sorry. And then it would leak out and kind of make a mess. Another bad is they need to improve the size of the O-ring or something with the bottom. And you can see there's juice on the bottom, and it leaks from this part right here where your connector pin comes out of. So you can see a big hole, and inside here is a tiny little O-ring. It needs to be a little bigger. Build deck has these nice little dog ears on it. Barely see them, but it lines up inside so it fits nicely, and your coils are always pointing out your airflow hole. Much bigger deck than the original Aromamizer. This is a dual 24 gauge fused in 38 gauge, so no, 2 times 24 gauge wrapped in 38 gauge. 6 wraps around a 3mm bit, so it makes for a pretty big coil. And just compare it to the original one here real quick. So this one's the original. That's about as big as you can go. So here's your Supreme. Another thing they did with this Supreme to make it better was they put some nice big juice holes in there, so you don't have to worry about dry hitting. But when you fill your tank, which is a top fill, you need to close your juice flow control ring, otherwise you're going to spill everywhere. I learned that the hard way because I never got instructions with this thing. Put your cap back on. And if it doesn't screw down all the way, then that means your dog ears are not lined up correctly. Might as well clean all that juice off. So, top fill. Huge holes for filling it up. Can't really tilt my camera. The size of those things. You can stick a 120 milliliter bottle in there and just squeeze it as hard as you can, and it fills up as fast as you can squeeze. No complaints about that. I've never had a dry hit on this thing, except once, sorry, but that's because I forgot to open my juice control, so my bad. So this one's a prototype. The new juice or airflow control ring has been improved. I think it might still have the same issue if this is still what they're using. This is 2 bands, 2 little O-rings. I don't know. Wicking is super easy. You wick it just like you would a normal RDA. No stupid rings to mess with, like on the VCMTs or the moonshots or whatever. That's why I like these things. That's why I won't buy those other ones. I just like to do things simple. Damn snow wolf. Great flavor, great cloud production. They can just fix those little bit of leaking issues, then this tank would be phenomenal. Well, that's about all I have to say about that. Keep on vaping on.